for the Knicks that went to OT. AD chipped in with 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 steals in the victory. Shannon, what's the biggest reason the Lakers won last night?
Well, Skip, they were able to play well. What we've seen from the Lakers, Skip, is that they have a lead in the fourth quarter, and somehow they lose their concentration. The team will get them into overtime. They don't start playing well, and the next thing you know, they end up losing. I think they were 1-4 in overtime games coming into last night, and they were able to get off to a great start in the overtime. LeBron get an easy layup, and the next thing you know, they're playing really well. They get into a rhythm, and then LeBron had this great skip pass over the top to Schroeder, who nails the three-point shot in the corner. But I thought they played really well last night. They were really consistent last night. LeBron had to get one more shot in. He said the difference is that the players decided the game and not the official.
Yeah.
I don't know if Commissioner Silver is going to be too pleased with that. That might cost him a little, he might be getting a FedEx envelope pretty soon. But look, LeBron he didn't shoot a high percentage, but he did a lot of other little things, rebounding the basketball, assisting the basketball. Yeah, 11 for 25, that's not great efficiency. We normally see LeBron make at least 50-55% of his shots. He's shooting about 51% on the season. But I thought overall he did a great job. AD is coming along. He's getting back into his rhythm. Gave us 27. I thought Rui Hachimura did a great job.
He did.
He's a big body.
Yep.
He can rebound the basketball. He can knock down shots. He can get to the rim. I thought he played well. Schroeder did a great job. Russ coming in off the bench, doing a great job with 8 assists and 17 points. Skip, I thought overall they played really, really well. And they did a great job on Brunson in overtime. Man, I don't know. I guess you got to be left-handed to play for the Knicks because it seems like they've cornered the market on left-handed players. Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah.
But he was sensational in the second half of the ball game, and they did a great job on him in the overtime, containing him. But I thought overall this was a total team win because what we've seen from the Celtics, the Lakers, Skip, they play so well. And when LeBron hit that three, Skip, I thought it was over. They got them to 114. I think they were up 5 or 7 points. I was like, we got this in the bag. Man, how the hell we going overtime? Actually, they had an opportunity to win it. Skip, look, I don't want to get too sidetracked. Thibodeau, what the hell you doing? Why would you let Julius Randle take the last shot and not Jalen Brunson? Jalen Brunson is the guy that... That's neither here nor there. The Lakers.
Well, it's here. It's here because it's the question of the night. I don't know.
I'm glad. Well, I'm glad he took the ball out of Brunson's hand and put it in Julius Randle's hand. AD did a great job. Got some late help from LeBron, and the shot clock and the game ended before he could really get a shot off. But the Lakers, the Lakers played well. And I was glad to see they didn't let it linger any more than what had already lingered. D. Ham said, kind of had a little hangover against the Brooklyn game. But clearly, the taste of that, what happened Saturday night, was out of their mouth. I like the way they played.
So you made the point that LeBron did a lot of great little things, and he did do a whole bunch of very nice little things.
Yes, plus 22 and plus minus.
I expect that's the weirdest plus minus I've ever seen. The whole Knicks team is minus, and the game went to overtime, and I'm like,
the bench players, Hardenstein was plus 10. They had a couple of plus threes, but that was the role.
Starters.
Yeah, the starters were all,
It's like crazy. They're all minus, but okay. What shocked me about last night was, I told you at the end of yesterday's show, I thought LeBron would do big things because it is Madison Square Garden. It's where the superstars go to superstar.
Right.
It is where legendary is made. It's where the Knicks fans end up rooting for the opposing superstar more than the home team because they've been in such a long drought since, 1973. It shocked me that LeBron got off to a quiet start. And it shocked me. He'd been making his threes here of late. And then if I could show you quickly, there's a shot he took at 10:53 left in the first quarter. So it's pretty early in the game. He takes a three, and I'm like, LeBron.
He airballed this one?
He just airballed it way wide left. And I'm like, what are you doing? This is the Garden, man. This is the Mecca. This is where legends are made, and it's where he's owned that building more than the Knicks have owned that building. Seriously.
That's his third triple-double there.
Yeah, okay. So, and again, he hadn't had any triple-doubles this year, and it was kind of a quiet triple-double because the 28 kind of came through overtime quietly. But the point was, he didn't do huge things after he had been on a torrential tear.
Right.
It's been raining cats and dogs out here in L.A. for weeks on end, and it felt like he had been scoring cats and dogs on the court since his birthday on December 30th.
You know what, Skip? I was looking at it. I don't like when he takes a game off because he's in such a great rhythm.
Yep.
If you go back and look at the games that he's taken off and then coming back, he doesn't normally shoot well that first game out the gate. Maybe I know for at least 2 or 3 of those games he didn't shoot well at the first game back.
Fair point. So at the end of the first half, he doesn't want to have to heave a 3 because his percentage has been creeping up. No, I'm not going to mess with my numbers. So he hot potatoes it over to Schroeder. He says, I don't want to shoot this. And he doesn't excuse me if we could see it. It's like, excuse me, I'll just throw it. I'll just throw it over my shoulder and I won't even watch it. I'll just throw it. I'll turn away from it and it banks in. That's when I thought, it's their night, right? It's the Lakers' night. When you can make a shot like that, you barely touched the ball. You hot potatoed it up into the air, and it banked in accidentally, obviously, and very luckily. But it's like, okay.
Skip, that's like the quarterback throwing the Hail Mary.
I
ain't going to throw the Hail Mary, mess up my completion percentage. I'm going to throw the check down.
That is exactly right. Okay, so here we go to the end of regulation. And to your point, LeBron did make a 3, then he missed a 3, and all of a sudden we have a basketball game. And it astounds me how the Lakers play so many close games because I keep thinking they're better than this. LeBron's playing at a pace and a rate that nobody's ever played at age 38, and AD is back and looking like a top 10-ish kind of a player. And Russ, obviously, to me, he's running away with 6th Man of the Year. So all that combined, you would think they can beat the Knicks. They can win this game by 10, 12, 15 points. No, they can't. Here we go to the wire again. If we could see the final possession, we had the same situation we had in Boston because it's a tie game and LeBron's got the ball in his hand, and you know how I feel. Just drive it. But clearly they had already decided, give me a quick pick but a hard roll to AD, and we can see what happened. It was a sweet little bounce pass. LeBron's still the best passer in basketball, but it put AD in a position to just run over Jalen Brunson, who got there first, and it was a good call, and it's an offensive foul, and it's a wasted possession. Okay, just me. I wanted him to do what he did at Boston. Come pick hard for me and stay with me. And I'm going to go left or right off you, and I'm going to freight train it down the lane. And if I have to, I'll go make 1 out of 2 free throws to win this game because that was the same spot we were in on Saturday night at Boston.
Well, I think the thing is, if they respected Troy Brown Jr., Brunson wouldn't have cheated as much as he did. If you got a knockdown shooter, you're not going to cheat that because Bron can skip past it like he did in overtime to Schroeder.
Okay, but clearly they had already preordained that AD, it's almost like a fake pick, and then he just rolls hard to the basket, and I'm going to get you the basketball on the move. You could flip the script on that. LeBron say, you come pick hard for me, and if I drive it and they just completely clog and cut me off, you're going to be standing behind me, and you're going to have like an 18-foot jump shot. He can make those under pressure. So I thought that was the way you go, and it didn't work. Okay, now we get to your play of the night, which goes to, they have 4 seconds left at the other end. Jalen Brunson is on his way to scoring 30